top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Longo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down and more. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Quarterback moving. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Oregon! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Longo. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Longo. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're...
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. There's the pressure. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Let's talk for just a second about Texas Tech. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country. But you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of...
Turning it on! Got enough for the first down. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Longo. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Red Raiders are flying down the field. They'll go back to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, better look out. Got the first down. Looking for more. Up to 44 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Park behind the line. It's McCutcheon. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown. Oh, Methuselah.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
This time they'll go to the running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll leave it with the lone back. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
The Ducks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Rush is on him. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the ground, it's Cox. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really nice play call there, because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone, they're probably going to run the football. Instead, they throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Working that left side now. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. It's not the first time they've seen that.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Kick is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives them a
Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to wait. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's the handoff. Across the 25. There he goes. Sprinting all the way. He'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. Using his legs, it's Cox. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give on the option. Runs through a tackle. He's got 67 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Now improvising. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on those body blows so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Forced out of the pocket. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Punt is in the air. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Red Raiders will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Riggs. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Not sure they had to adjust much. They'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Florida Atlantic is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll remember in Boca for some time. They're up by 18 over Air Force. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Shoots it to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they could break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Got a man. It's McCutcheon. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the 1st down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers in this defense.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Gets it past the marker. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's McCutcheon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the big fella. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Red Raiders are on the move. Gives it on the option. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down.
Now, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
He's tackled at the 22-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Takes the handoff. It's Cox. Into a massive giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Cox. He's out past the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Oregon.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42.
Here we go.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it.
Texas Tech, 7.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Longo. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
What a day it's been on the ground for these 2 guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Cox. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Trying to get it in. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
56, Texas Tech, 7.
He'll bring it out. It's Longo. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Coming up, 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
He gets the first down, and I guess, 4th down just means I'm going for it just about every time in nowadays football.
You know, the thing with analytics, David, is that you have to be brave enough to go against what you've always thought, being sound in the kicking game, kick it and play defense.
Yeah, those days are out the window now. You've got a card that tells you your percentages of getting on 4th down and scoring and not kicking field goals and a whole nother area to monitor in case of coaching.
The Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quick completion to the right. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games and in the big league, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Well, it's 4th and short, and you're sort of in no man's land at this point near midfield. I think if you're on offense here, you're going to have to go for it. You're going to have to show confidence in your guys to get it done and go get you the win.
He'll work his way down to the 28.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
They'll keep it on the ground. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. They'll move the wide receiver. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pass was broken up, incomplete. And there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. This drive facing a little adversity now after that last play. It's 2nd and 20. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.